Did you know poor hygiene in one specific area may quietly harm your health after 60? Learn which body part to wash every day and why it might just help you live longer. Have you ever stepped out of the shower feeling fresh, only to wonder if you might have missed a spot? It's a fleeting thought, right? But here's something that might stop you in your tracks. Missing just one key area when you wash could quietly chip away at your health, especially as you're enjoying your golden years. I know it sounds surprising, maybe even a little dramatic, but science is shining a light on how neglecting certain parts of your body can lead to infections, inflammation, or worse issues that could affect how long and how well you live. If you're over 60, this is a conversation we need to have, because your body deserves every chance to thrive. As we age, our skin changes, our immune system slows, and little oversights in our daily routines can add up in ways we don't always notice. That's why today, we're diving into 5 areas of your body that are too often overlooked in the shower spots where bacteria, sweat, and even fungus can build up, creating risks you might not see coming. These aren't just about staying clean, they're about protecting your health, boosting your comfort, and giving you the energy to live life to the fullest. From your feet to a place you'd never suspect, we're going to cover it all, and I promise, one of these areas is so easy to clean less than 10 seconds and it's tied directly to your immune system. Stick with me, because these simple habits could be for your longevity. Let's start with an area we all rely on every day but often take for granted, your feet. You might think a quick rinse under the shower stream is enough for your feet, but let me tell you, they need more love than that, especially now. As we get older, things like reduced circulation, diabetes, or even a weaker immune system make our feet a hotspot for trouble. Bacteria and fungus just love the warm, moist spaces between your toes or under your toenails. What starts as a little itch or redness maybe athlete's foot can spiral into something much more serious, like cellulitis or a stubborn skin ulcer. And here's the tricky part. If you have reduced nerve sensitivity, which is common as we age, you might not even feel the problem until it's already causing damage. Taking just 5 to 10 seconds per foot can make all the difference. When you're in the shower, bend down or sit on a shower stool if bending's tough and scrub between your toes, under your nails, and around your heels with a mild soap. Don't just let the water run over them, give them some attention. After you step out, dry them thoroughly, because moisture is a fungus's best friend. I like to follow up with a dab of moisturizer to keep my heels from cracking and my skin strong. It's not about vanity, it's about keeping your feet healthy, because they're one of the first places to show signs of bigger health issues, like poor circulation. Think of it as a quick act of care that protects the foundation you walk on every day. Now, let's move up to another area that's easy to overlook, especially if your hair isn't what it used to be, your scalp. I get it, maybe you've got a short haircut, or you're rocking a bald look, and you figure your scalp doesn't need much attention. But here's the truth, your scalp is still skin, and it's working hard to protect you. When you skip cleaning it properly, oil, sweat, dead skin cells, and even pollution from the air start to build up. It can spark inflammation that stresses your immune system and weakens your skin's natural barrier. For us in our 60s and beyond, that can lead to chronic dryness, flaking, or even low-grade infections that creep into hair follicles or small scratches. What's surprising is how oily your scalp can get, even if you don't have much hair. It's packed with sebaceous glands that pump out oil, and if that oil sits there too long, it hardens and becomes a breeding ground for bacteria. The fix? Spend a couple of minutes in the shower massaging your scalp with your fingertips and a gentle shampoo. If you're worried about fragile hair, you can use a mild cleanser or even just warm water on non-shampoo days. The massage part is key. It boosts blood flow, helps with stress, and even feels like a mini spa moment. Your scalp will stay healthy, your head will feel clearer, and your body will thank you for keeping inflammation at bay. It's amazing, isn't it, how a few extra seconds in the shower can protect your health in ways you never imagined. Let's dive into the next one, a tiny part of your body you probably haven't thought about in years, your belly button. I know, the belly button sounds like an odd place to focus on, but hear me out. It's one of the smallest, most overlooked spots on your body, and yet it's a surprising hotspot for trouble if you don't clean it properly. As we get older, we might not be as flexible as we once were, and reaching down to scrub every nook and cranny can feel like a chore. But your belly button is like a little pocket where sweat, dead skin, soap residue, and even lint from your clothes can collect. Left alone, it becomes a cozy home for bacteria and yeast. I had a friend who ignored a slight itch in her navel, thinking it was nothing, only to find out it was the start of an infection called omphalitis. It's rare, but it's more common in seniors, especially if you have diabetes or a weaker immune system. The scary part? The signs are so subtle at first, maybe a little redness or a faint odor, that you might not notice until the problem's gotten serious. In some cases, you can even develop something called a navel stone, a hardened buildup that's not just gross but can require a doctor's visit to remove. The good news is, keeping your belly button clean is so easy it takes less than 10 seconds. In the shower, use a fingertip wrapped in a soft washcloth or a cotton swab with warm water and mild soap to gently clean inside. Make sure to rinse well and pat it dry afterward. Moisture is the enemy here. If you've had abdominal surgery or extra skin folds, this step is even more important. It's a tiny habit, but it's like giving your immune system a boost by keeping one less place for bacteria to hide. Now, let's talk about an area that's especially relevant for many women, though some men deal with it too: the skin under your breasts. This spot is one of those places that's easy to forget because it's tucked away, but it's also one of the most critical to keep clean. The skin here is thin, delicate, and often stays warm and moist, especially if you're wearing a bra or tight clothing. That makes it a perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, which can lead to a red, itchy rash called intertrigo. I've heard from so many women who thought a little irritation under their breasts was just normal aging, only to learn it was an infection that could have been prevented. As we age, changes like weight fluctuations, sagging skin, or past surgeries can make this area even more prone to problems. The fix is simple but intentional. In the shower, lift the skin gently and wash thoroughly with a mild soap. Rinse well to avoid any soap residue, and then pat the area completely dry with a clean towel. If you tend to sweat a lot, a sprinkle of unscented body powder or cornstarch can help keep things dry. I started doing this after noticing some redness, and it was like night and day. My skin felt comfortable again, and I didn't have to worry about irritation creeping up. This small step isn't just about avoiding discomfort, it's about keeping your skin strong and your confidence high. We've got one final area to cover, and it's a sensitive one that many of us shy away from talking about, but it's absolutely critical. Let's dive into the last spot, the groin area. The groin is one of those places we don't like to think about too much, but neglecting it can lead to problems that affect your comfort and mobility. As we age, our skin gets looser, and we develop more folds where moisture can hide. Whether it's from tight clothing, long hours sitting, or even occasional incontinence, the groin area becomes a trouble spot if you're not careful. Bacteria and fungi thrive in this warm, damp environment, and what starts as a little redness or itch can quickly turn into jock itch, yeast infections, or even folliculitis, painful conditions that can linger for weeks. What makes this area especially tricky is how close it is to lymph nodes and other vital structures. If an infection takes hold, it can spread faster than you'd expect, and for those of us over 60, healing isn't as quick as it used to be. The solution is straightforward but non-negotiable. Wash your groin every day with warm water and a gentle, unscented soap. Use your hands or a soft cloth, and be thorough clean between any folds and rinse carefully to avoid leaving soap behind. Drying is just as important, so pat the area completely dry with a clean towel. If moisture is an ongoing issue, a light dusting of talc-free powder or a barrier cream can help keep things dry and comfortable. For anyone dealing with incontinence, this step is even more crucial, and cleaning should happen right after any accident, no matter how small. It's such a difference in how I feel day to day, more confident and at ease. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've covered. These 5 areas might seem like small details, but together, they're a powerful part of aging well. What I love about these habits is how simple they are: just a few extra seconds in the shower, a little mindfulness, and you're giving your body a fighting chance to stay strong. Every time you wash these areas, you're not just cleaning away dirt, you're preventing infections, boosting your comfort, and setting yourself up for a longer, healthier life. Which of these areas surprised you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below and share what you're taking away from this. If this video has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more tips for living your best life. I'll see you in the next video.